Hello fellow YouTubers and welcome. Today I'm looking at the new Commonwealth Early Access cruisers. In particular I'm looking at the Hobart, which is essentially a Leander but without the heels, with HE as well as AP, which is a nice thing, and lots of submarine toys. She's an interesting ship. I quite like the Leander if I'm honest. She's one of my favourite tier 6 British cruisers, if not the favourite of mine at the moment. Okay, so the armour layout's pretty typical of the line, very similar to the Leander. You've got 16mm of armour on the nose. If you take that off, you can see auxiliary room here. Citadel is very deep. It's only when you get to the first funnel that you find the actual Citadel itself. And as we can see, auxiliary room armor there, and the Citadel sits lower just underneath that, and there's the entire Citadel belt. So bear that in mind when you're angling her. As you can see from the rear, similar story, so be careful is all I'm going to say. She is a light cruiser and as such is made of paper. She has torpedoes, which can do 10 kilometers range, not bad, 62 knots, maximum damage of 15k, 15,433 to be precise. Detectability is quite good, 1.3 kilometers, so quite hard to spot. And a reload time of 96 seconds. She gets 3 of these torpedoes each side, so for a total of 6 torpedoes that can be launched at any one time, 3 a side. Okay, so moving on to her submarine suite. Yes, aircraft, submarine, warfare. Okay, she gets 2 attack flights. Bombs in payload 1. Available flights 2. Number of aircraft in attacking flight 1. Aircraft hit points is 2,000. And the maximum range of those planes is only 7 kilometers. So, yeah, she's got them, but the range isn't great. However, on the Leander, you have to dump your depth charges out the back. So, in that respect, she's quite good. You actually get planes. Her AA defense is average for the tier. Her maneuverability is quite good, 34 knots top speed. She doesn't have that Royal Navy acceleration that we're so used to, so she does get to 34 knots quite slowly. Her turning radius is 640 meters, and she's got a rudder shift time of just 7.6 seconds, which is reasonable. Her concealment's quite good at 9.7 kilometers. Okay, so how would I build for this ship? If we have a look at the equipment, right now I'm running main armaments modification 1 in slot 1. I would be running hydro. Engine room protection is in its place. Hydro I would run with this ship if I had the coupon and the coal. So that's a recommendation for you to increase the length of this because it's very, very useful. She's got aiming systems modification 1 as well to bring down the dispersion. And in slot 4, to compensate for her lack of acceleration compared to the Leander, I've given her propulsion modification 1, which gives her 50% increased thrust, if you like, so increased acceleration, which kind of makes up for it. Not quite as good as the Royal Navy, but not bad, close enough. She gets this crawling smoke gimmick, which, as you know from the Vampire and various other crawling smoke ships, is very, very good. It lasts for 2 and a bit minutes. It has a dispersion time of 10 seconds. If you go at quarter speed, you will not be detected. However, reversing is another matter. You do go a little faster in reverse, so feather your reverse accordingly to keep yourself in the smoke screen. She gets 4 of those, which is very good indeed. And she also gets submarine surveillance, which detects submarines to a range of 6 kilometers. The consumable action time on that is 20 seconds. So for 20 seconds, all subs that are under the water within 6 kilometers of you are detected. Of course, if they're on the surface, you won't detect them. Cooldown time on that is 2 minutes. However, if they're on the surface and within 2 kilometers of you, you will detect them using the hydro. Okay, great. And of course X-ray. You'll X-ray the submarine, so actually the hydro's kind of pointless. Okay, fine. Great. I really don't like the way Wargaming has implemented an extra toy for submarine surveillance when we've got hydro. Just improve the hydro, please, Wargaming. Please just improve hydro and lose this silly submarine detection surveillance consumable. Okay, so the first first pick, I've gone with incoming fire alert to give me lots of warning if someone's shooting at me. You can also go for gun feeder. That would also be a good choice. That gives you 40% reduction in shell switching time between the AP and the HE, which is recommended. In line 2, I've gone for consumable enhancements to improve the hydro and the crawling smoke. Slot 3, I've gone for superintendent because who doesn't want more hydro, more crawling smoke, and more submarine surveillance? And then in slot 4, I've gone with concealment expert. After that, my picks would probably be along the lines of adrenaline rush to improve all those reload characteristics when I've taken some damage. Let me see, after that I would probably take survivability expert, or I might take survivability expert first and then adrenaline rush. So with my last 5 points, what would I do? Well, you've got some options here. You could take RPF. That would be sensible. It would give you an idea of the direction of a submarine if he's on the surface. Thoroughly recommend, because your submarine surveillance won't detect him, but your RPF certainly will, so you can head straight towards your target. You could take top grade gunner, and if you did, I wouldn't blame you whatsoever. And in the last pick, I would probably take grease the gears. But you can basically build this with any standard spec light cruiser build. Should suit this ship quite well. Right, let's take her for a spin. Okay, so the Hobart. I like that name, the Hobart. It's a tier 8 match in my tier 6 Hobart. Trepidation. We've got 2 tier 6 Rujos, a tier 8 Alabama, Bismarck, tier 7 Nagato, tier 6 Ismail, Dunkirk, I believe that's tier 6, Shimanto, tier 8, Dido, tier 6, Kagaru, tier 8, Benson, tier 8, U-190, tier 8, and a Catchalot, which I assume is tier 6. I don't know a lot about submarines, especially American ones. I have some German submarines to my shame, and some English, which are terrible. The German ones are really good, but do I like playing them? Not really. If I'm honest, what are destroyers for, eh? I don't like subs. I'm not keen on them. Which is why I'm quite excited about this new Commonwealth cruiser line, because we have all the toys to deal with subs, apparently. Although I've noticed the sub surveillance is 6 kilometers. I get 9 kilometers on my U-2501, but okay, it's tier 10, so okay, fair enough. But 6 kilometers, not a lot I can do with that. And if they're on the surface, it won't work. It won't spot them. I have hydro. I have creeping smoke. I don't have any heals. That's the one difference between... I see one difference between this and the Leander. The Leander accelerates a little quicker as well, but I don't have a heal. Whereas Leander, you get heals at tier 6. So I'm kind of missing that. But the crawling smoke should more than make up for it. Except that I've got to do quarter speed to make it work. Okay, so I'm going to take a little peeky at B through the gap. And I'm going to put my hydro on to make sure I don't get torpedoed while I'm peeking. Something is capping C. We've got the Charles Martel, the Hawk, the Salmon, and the Oland up there. Yeah, the Catchalot is tier 6. Okay. Alright. I'm going to put the hydro on now. And let's have a little looky, see what we see. There's the Catchalot at sea. Something else I've noticed is it rarely spawns you in front of the subs. You usually end up somewhere completely different, so you have to work and sweat to get your submarine surveillance in range of those submarines and put yourself at considerable risk doing so. The torps I just launched go 10 kilometers, so there's a chance I might get the Dido if he gets brave. I'm turning on the creeping smoke, and I'm going to let him have it with high explosive rounds. Okay, that's decapped him. Try decapping him, but of course he has smoke too. Short burst, short puff, and I believe... And because he's not shooting back, I can't see him anymore. Oh dear. That said, don't be afraid to move out of your smoke to find another target and then slow back down again to quarter speed to use your smoke, because you have quite a lot of duration. I've got a minute and 30 seconds left on the smoke now. So I'm going to have a go at the Ismail over here. Just going to nudge her around. And hopefully we can put some hurt on the Ismail. Okay, a couple of shatters. Fire, 2 pens, and 4 shatters. Well, 4 non-pens. To be expected, really. Ismail doesn't have a lot of superstructure, so I'm really looking for fires on this guy. Okay. Shimanto's hiding behind an island. Good for him. And they have a destroyer in the area that just went off the top there. That's Kagoro. Oh, yes. It's a ghost, basically, that Japanese torpedo boat. It is a regular ghost. I have one, and I believe the detectability on it's like 5.4 or something dumb, so it's a bit of a ghost. Played well, you'll never see it coming. I'm getting some good hits on the Shimanto now. That's good. And we've dealt with the Ismail, which is also good. They've taken out our Charles Martel, which is not so good. It's going to be that kind of a game. Alright, I'm going to move out of the smoke now because my smoke's just run out. But not a bad start, not a bad start, using the crawling smoke. I do like the Leander. I used it in ranked and I thought it was excellent. So I should get on alright with the Hobart. She does feel a lot like the Leander, slightly slower acceleration, but with the acceleration mod, not so much. It's only minimal. There's the Kagoro. The Kagoro. Hey. The most dishonorable torpedo boat in the game. Let's see. Okay. Not so great. You do have to lead with your shells considerably because the speed of the shells is very slow and they do tend to float in the air, as you can see. I think there's one of those going to hit. Yeah, 2 hits. Okay, well, that's more than I could have hoped for this close to an island. Our Venito seems to have got himself into a bit of hot water with that Dido. You do know he's got torpedoes, sir. You know that, right? Yeah. I'm sure he'll get him, but... yeah, he's on fire and burning. There he goes. Benito's secondary's got him. Okay. Not sure chasing him down and taking half your health was really worth it, Benito, but okay. There goes the Kagoro. Taken out by the Oland. Good job from our European torpedo boat with decent guns. And there's a submarine, as you can see, sitting at the 10-kilometer mark. He briefly appeared on my mini-map as he pinged and then vanished. I've got 6-kilometer surveillance, so I won't be catching him anytime soon. Catching him? Catch a lot? No, that was terrible. Okay. I'll stick to commentary, not jokes, I think. Okay, firing on the Shimanto. Let's see if we can get some damage down on this light cruiser. As long as he doesn't shoot back, eh? Going to use this island for cover. Ismail took out their Nagato. Hawk just took out the catch-a-lot. Very strong ASW on the Hawk. I don't know if you've seen my review on the Hawk, but I thoroughly recommend you watch it. I take the ship for a spin and show off all the toys. I mean everything. Every trick she's got I use in that game. So check out my Hawk video when you get a chance. It's pretty damn fine if I say so myself. Okay, let's see if we can just put some more fire on the Charmanto. Okay. He's behind that island good and proper now. I'm not going to hit him, am I? I'm going to try, but I don't think my shell's parabolic that high. I don't think they go that high. They go that high? I don't think so. I think we just killed an island, didn't we? Okay. Well, I would have hunted the Cachalot, but thanks to the Hawk's excellent ASW, the Cachalot is no more. Sad face. So I'm just going to smoke up here and continue my work on the Charmanto. Because if he wanted to, he could wreck me with those guns. He could absolutely wreck me. But he's quite low health, so caution in all things. I'm very aware that this ship is made of glass, okay? Be aware of that. Tiptoe around, especially in Tier 8 matches. Don't do anything too aggressive or you'll get yourself sunk very quickly. She has no heals. And like I said, she is definitely made of the shiny, glassy stuff. Okay, we should be able to finish him off. He's fairly predictable. He's turning in to the right. And those last shells going to get him? Yeah. Okay, good. Good. Okay, so that's a Charmanto dealt with. I can't take all the credit for that one. I was just there to finish him off, really. My little Tier 6 ship. Yeah, my little Leander wannabe. It's not a bad little boat. The guns are okay. I do like the crawling smoke mechanic. That is very good. I like the duration. I like the fact you get 4 of them if you take Superintendent, which is just great. Haven't had a chance to use the submarine surveillance yet. We'll see. We'll see how this game pans out. I mean, we've got a substantial lead at the moment. As long as we don't do anything dumb, this match should be in the bag. Okay, so I'm going to just... Yeah, like I said, is okay. You're not going to change the world or anything, but you might shoot down the odd plane, as you can see. I got one plane there, didn't I? Yes. That was me. One plane. Okay, so I'm going to basically float up to this island and then engage the Bismarck and whatever else comes our way, using the island for cover. Typical sort of light cruiser play, really. Use your islands. They're what keeps you alive and allows you to earn your bread and butter credits from farming battleships with the HE. I don't think I'm going to get an opportunity to use the AP today, but you never know. Okay, we're going to fire on the Bismarck. Aircraft carrier is sending planes. That's going to be a problem. But the Bismarck isn't looking at me. And why should he? I mean, I'm in this tiny little cruiser. What sort of harm could I wreak in such a tiny little ship, right? I'm not a threat. Shoot someone else. Yeah. So he's in a duel with the Veneto. And the Veneto should be fairly low health. Oh, he's about half health. Okay. He's got the Benson supporting him, which is going to be a problem, and the Alabama is moving up. Some top brawling action going on there. Bismarck's low. Be able to finish him off with those. Okay, so the Ismail took the Bismarck down and he was on super low health. Very good. Right, so we've got the Benson and the Alabama to think about now. Alabama. Ooh, Alabama. 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 Okay, focus. The Alabama just bammed our Veneto rather hard, and so he's out of the equation. Still, I've got the Hawk with me. That has fine guns. We've got the Benson to worry about. There's a submarine out there somewhere, the U-190, Tier 8 sub. I should probably lay some torps to the Alabama. I just leave those there. But they're 10-kilometer torps, so unless... He is quite fast, though. He is quite a fast ship, the Alabama. But we're going to smoke up here and start farming him for fires and damage. Those shells look terrible. I don't know. 3 hits. Okay, no fires. Right. Okay, I'm aiming a bit below his bow because he's quite fast. I know this ship. It's quite a fast battleship. And sure enough, yeah. Good prediction there. 5 hits, 3 pens. I'm praying for fires. Give me a fire! Yes! That was quite fortunate. He'll probably put it out now. Took me ages to put that fire on you, sir. Okay, another fire? Oh no, the Alabama's taken out our salmon. And the Rio's taken out our Oland. And suddenly, we're losing. Oh no. Oh dear. This is the problem with tier 8 matches. I'm a tier 6 ship, so I'm not going to have the most impact. I'm going to try and sink the Alabama. Try being the operative word if he's got heals and repairs. He's burning nicely though, isn't he? He is burning nicely. Some good hits there. Another 3 pens. Leave those there. He's slowed down. Okay, I shall adjust accordingly. I've still got 25 seconds of smoke left. And then before I get pushed by the Benson and the U-190. Okay, another fire. Brilliant. Good timing. And you see I've just reversed out of the smoke. So I had to reduce my speed for the smoke to catch up. Giving them a hint as to where I am. Okay, we need to get out of here. So I'm going to start moving away. Submarine is here. Except he isn't. 6 kilometer range. He's out of my range, you see. He's sitting at 8 kilometers. It's almost like he knows. He can sit there and torpedo me all day long and there's nothing I can do about it. 8 kilometers. I can't push into the Alabama. But he is burning nicely. If only I knew when his repair came in. Did I get him? Have I got the Alabama? Yeah. Okay, good. That's my best guess on the submarine, and it is a guess. I doubt very much he's there, but that's where the torps came from, roughly. And something's capping C, which is probably their aircraft carrier, so I need to do something about that. And I've certainly got the health. So, yeah, we're going to go find Arujo and sink him. More planes incoming. Their submarine has surfaced and is now capping B. Not a lot I can do about that, really. And we've basically thrown the match. Or at least that's my opinion. I can't see this. This is savable, really. Maybe if the Rouge was prepared to risk it against the submarine, but even so, I think the submarine, if he's clever enough, he won't ping, which means the carrier won't ASW him. Okay, there's the Rouge anyway. Focus. Let's get this guy. So those torpedoes were coming from my port side, so I'm going to turn hard to starboard. Let some torps go his way. Interestingly, I seem to be out of range of his torps. Did he fire the really powerful ones at me? I don't know. Anyway, we're going to switch to AP. Now let's try the AP out. Good chance to try the AP out on this target. Yeah. Match is going to be over in just under 4 minutes. That's annoying. Okay, we've got a Citadel. Interesting. See if we can get some more. Just aim low to the waterline. Avoid those torpedoes. Another Citadel. Good. Benson's closing on the Rougeau. Nothing I can do about that, really. I mean, it's a carrier. It needs to die. What can I say? Boom. Okay, so that's the carrier dealt with. That gives us a substantial points lead. Rougeau just attacked me, and now I need to cap. Hopefully, one cap will be enough. I hope. because we've only got 2.5 minutes of play left. Oh god. No pressure, no pressure, no stress, nothing like that. Okay. See if we can get the Benson. I need to cap, and he could decap me, so I've engaged the smoke generator so I can cap without getting decapped. Didn't quite get the lead right on those. He turned in. Well, he turned away, actually, didn't he? Yeah, those look good. Yep. Okay, good. Right, now we've got the cap. Carrier wants me to push B. So, all ahead full, let's push B, but I think it's too late. We win in 7, they win in 4. Oh, sugar. Right, so I'm really not sure where the submarine is. They turn very fast. That's my best guess. There goes the carrier, taken out by the U-190, who never pings. So the ASW on the carrier was pointless, because basically if you don't ping as a sub, then the aircraft carrier can't ASW you. I'm just going to take out the Benson. You never know. We might get this back. Just over a minute to go. Oh my goodness. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, good. Good, we got the Benson. Now, I've got just under a minute and 16 seconds to kill the submarine. The tier 8 submarine, I might add, who knows exactly what he's doing. I mean, this guy knows what he's doing. I've seen him, how he dealt with the carrier. He knows exactly what he's up to here, this guy. Anyway, there he is. Carrier's lit him for me. Thank you for that. He looks like he's about to turn right, so I'm doing that with him. And of course he starts turning left. Oh, good. Yeah, because he's seen the direction my planes are going in, and he's reacted by turning the other way to minimize the amount of damage. He's a very good player, this guy. He knows exactly what he's doing. I'm not saying that subs are great, they're not, but unfortunately this guy knows how to use a submarine. Yay, well done, mate. Well done, good job. Well done, well played, well played. Well played, you 190. Nothing I can do about it. Unless there is. Oh, hello. Yeah, he's right under that, isn't he? Oh, man. For another 10 seconds. That would be nice. Cap wouldn't make any difference at all. If I capped, it wouldn't have made any difference. They would have won in 10 seconds instead of 1 second. Anyway, whatever. This is the Hobart. Lovely ship. Really enjoyed the match. Very good stuff. Well played, U-190. Great game. Okay, top of the team on XP, and we lost. I feel like I won, because I had a lot of fun playing that ship. Sank 4 ships. I've complimented the U-190, because, yeah, well done. You know how to play a submarine. Bravo. And let's have a look at how we did. Okay. So that's been the Commonwealth Cruisers, the Hobart. I hope you've enjoyed my review, and thank you all very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.